This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, hello sir, good morning. I then decided that
Hey, just check this. Is anybody talking? Can't hear. Suresh, you there?
Hello, sir. Good morning.
I mean, are we waiting for anyone? Not sure who just talked.
Yeah, good morning to all. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes, I can able to hear.
Yes, sir.
Just give me 2 more minutes. Others are also joining. So we'll start in 2 minutes.
Hello. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, hi everyone. So thanks for joining today's session. So today is the first session, and also today it's a kind of a demo or introduction section to understand more about what is Snowflake, what we are going to do next couple of days, how it is going to helpful. all those points we'll try to understand. So what is the prerequisite for this course and how are all eligible to attend this course? All those points also will cover here. Before that, if you have any questions, anyone having any issues, please feel free to raise update in chat window so that we'll get to know what's your expectations from the course. So here we have too many people. It's difficult to ask everyone your expectations. Generally, we used to do that. But yeah, please update your background and your level of expectation from this course so that we'll try to understand, we'll address all your points in the session. Okay. So please go on mute. If you have any questions, we'll take all your questions at end. So I'm expecting everyone, please type in chat window your expectations about this course and your background so that I can understand from each and everyone. So
Hey,
we'll help accommodate.
sorry to interrupt, but chat is disabled.
Disabled, yeah.
Yes,
Oh, is
yes.
it okay? Yeah, team from Mind Magics, can you help that? Can you enable chat? Just a minute, I'm checking with them. So funny, are you there? Anyone from Mind Magics, can you help to enable the chat?
Yeah, it's working now.
Okay, fine. Yeah. Please inform like your background as well as your expectation from this course. That's enough. So that's enough to understand what exactly you are trying here. Okay. So here, so Snowflake, everyone here, just they got to know something about Snowflake. Snowflake is one of the emerging technology in 2022. So that's the reason most of the people joined here. It's having a lot of future. So already people are aware of it, and also some people don't have any knowledge of why we are learning this. So there are some different kind of audiences there. To consider everyone, so here Snowflake is one of the demanding technology in 2022. So 2021 also it's created a lot of jobs, especially in US as well as India. So in India it started booming from last September. So if you see the graph from last August to September, October, there are huge resource crunch in India as well on this technology because of very less resources and it is a new technology. So there are a lot of people already working on different technologies and they are trying to switch job into cloud technologies for better career opportunities. And this technology help them double their packages and also it's helped them to move their career into cloud technologies. So people who are new and trying job also this technology is going to help a lot. And career wise, this is going to create a lot of opportunities. It's already created a lot of trend in 2021 from August to December. Now we are in 2022. We can see huge number of opportunities coming up in this area. And most of the people who are all putting efforts, learn and gain knowledge and practice all those things, right? Definitely there is 100% success rate in this technology. So that's the reason why this technology having this much demand. So why companies are looking for Snowflake? What extra things are there in Snowflake? These are all the questions we need to get answered. So everybody nowadays, if you see last 1 year, 2 years, everybody looking for cloud technologies. So in our resume, if we don't have cloud, there is no opening at all in the market. That's how industry is moving. If you are working related to the cloud technology, you are eligible to search job. If you are not working, if you are not putting your efforts towards cloud technology, there is very less jobs, and that is very competitive market if you are not into the cloud technologies. Everywhere, every company wanted to move their existing technologies to cloud. So there we have different companies are coming up like AWS and Azure and also Google Cloud. So these are all the big players in the market. So most of the people heard about it. AWS is Amazon Web Services, Azure is from Microsoft, and also Google is also having its own demand. So there are a lot of existing technologies it's going to move to the cloud. There are a lot of cloud versions are coming. There are a lot of people not aware of which technology I want to learn, which technology is having a lot of demand. So that's the reason a lot of confusion going on. So here, if you talk about AWS, you can see thousands of services. If you directly go and attend any course, so blindly if you want to learn AWS means, in AWS 1000+ services are there. It's difficult to understand in what service you need. You should get clarity what kind of service you are want to learn in AWS. That is very, very important. Whether you are trying job for web application, web developer, or you are trying job for backend developer, or you are trying for automation testing, or you are trying job for database developer or data engineer, data warehouse analyst. So there are different platforms available to search job. So even if out of 1000 services, which technology is related to data, that is very, very important. If you are trying job for data related technologies, you should understand in AWS what are the different services available for data related. Azure also we have to explore. Google also we have to explore. So then only you'll get some clarity. Based on that, if you try job, definitely you'll get job. 200% chances are there to get job. Everyone, there is a lot of less resources available in the market to understand those services, how to implement those services in the project level. If you gain that knowledge, so definitely you'll get double package. So it's not like you're getting job, definitely there is a chances are very high to get the job. So that is the reason. Along with that, along with these competitors, we have another kind of companies coming like Snowflake. Snowflake also competing with these big players in the market, and they are also working very hard. They are also taking a lot of market share, competing with these companies. And out of these companies, Snowflake playing very big role in the data related technologies especially. So Snowflake having very nice high computation power to attract more customers, to gain a lot of business. So as long as this company is attracting more customers to get their data into the Snowflake, obviously there are a number of opportunities are generating in this technology. That is what trend happening now. So Snowflake having the very high computation power and very nice features which anyone can easily attract and manage their job. Especially this is Snowflake is a data warehousing platform. So what do you mean by data warehousing platform? So data warehousing means if you want to build effective analytics system, if you want to analyze your business, so business can be anything. So we have some huge amount of transactional data is going to generate day by day. So you want to keep that data backup. Let's say if you take any banking example, any State Bank or HDFC, ICICI, or any insurance products, and also any e-commerce projects like Flipkart or Amazon or any supermarkets. So everywhere these people are, every minute there is some huge amount of data it's going to generate in their database. So if you want to analyze this data, if you want to understand the business, what is happening in last 1 year, so how the trend is going on between last year and last before year, so at that time it is going to, so we need some effective warehouse system. It is going to helpful to analyze the business, which is going to help to increase the revenue in the business. So there are different ways to build the system, different ways to store the data. For that we need effective data warehouse system. If you want to keep storing the data, so at that time, so we need some data warehousing system. For that purpose, Snowflake is going to help you a lot to store your data, to analyze your data, to give effective reporting analysis through the Snowflake. So that is the reason Snowflake having a lot of demand in the market. So here, sorry. So we have, sorry. So for that purpose, all the companies throughout the world, every company who are all managing data, like we have different oil companies and also telecom companies like AT&T, Airtel, and also different e-commerce companies, hospitalities, healthcare products, life sciences. All these are all the different domains which is required to build the effective data warehousing system. So if you talk about the technologies all together in the market, so these are all the different technologies available across different cloud service providers. You might heard about all these technologies, and mostly most of the people are new to understand these technologies. These are all the trending technologies in the market. So some people are adopting like existing on-premise technologies like Oracle, SQL Server, and also ETL, Informatica, Data Stage. These are all the on-prem technologies, on-premise. Now there is no on-premise concept. Everywhere is a cloud. Now in 2022, you see the technologies where you can see the lot of job market is happening. So as we discussed just now, this is the Google Cloud Platform, and this is the AWS, and this is Azure. These are all the top cloud service providers. Out of these, so we are all here for trying to get job in as a data engineer. Our role is data engineer. We are not Snowflake developer. We are not data analyst. So our main key objective is to data engineer. What is the role of data engineer? So data engineer is nothing but data can come any kind of format from anywhere in the world, anywhere in the different sources. So that data can be CSV data, or that data can be JSON data, or that data can be XML data, or any kind of data. As a data engineer, our job is to read the data, process the data, and give the data in the proper structured form to the business. They can see the data in the dashboards so that they can easily understand what is happening in the business. That is the main objective of our job. So what kind of data you are coming, what technology you are using, how you are using that technology to manage that your job, those are all the secondary. The primary objective is data can come from the different sources. Let's say you are looking for one of the online e-commerce portal like ticket booking platform, Redbus or GoIB. Different companies are running ticket booking platforms. Whenever user going to book the ticket, that is you sign up your data that is going to come in and land into the database. That is how the data is going to generate. That data is going to generate in the form of JSON. That is the semi-structured data. How we are going to land the data into the database? So that semi-structured data, it's difficult to analyze the data if your data is in the semi-structured format. So your job is to convert the data to the standard structured form, tabular form, and then we can able to give the data for analysis. So as a data engineer, what we need to do there? We need to take the data, we need to convert that data into the structure form, and then we are going to give the data to the business. And business want to do some operations in that, those kind of operations also we have to do part of our logic. These are all the different companies coming with different requirements. So we have to adopt all those things, and we have to manage our work, what exactly they are expecting. We have to take and we have to process data to the next layers. That is the key objective of our role. General people who are all working for data related technologies. See, here we have, as we discussed, Google Cloud. So Google Cloud is also having their own platform that is called BigQuery. So BigQuery is the competitor to the Snowflake. So whenever you are trying to understand the Snowflake, so we should know what is the drawback with BigQuery. So how Snowflake having a lot of advantages compared to the other cloud services. Exactly, this BigQuery is designed for data warehousing solution. So there are some companies also using BigQuery instead of Snowflake, maybe because of some reason. So in the same way, we have Redshift, AWS having a very high market share nowadays. So now AWS having the competitive data warehousing platform that is called Redshift. So whenever you Google after this session, so what is the difference between Redshift and Snowflake? So you can see a lot of points where Snowflake going to play key role. And also we have Azure. Azure is also having their own cloud data warehousing platform that is called Azure Synapse. So earlier we called Azure SQL Server Services. Now they changed their name to Azure Synapse. Now in the same way we have Snowflake. Now we are trying to understand the Snowflake. These are all the big players in the market. Whatever we are trying to learn, at least we should know who are all the competitors for us in the market. Then only we'll get to know how effectively our learning is going to help us. So how it is going to different. So then only you will get more seriousness on learning. Okay, these are all the big competitors. So there are some different market share. Snowflake having 50% means Redshift having 30%. And Azure Synapse having also 15%, and Google Cloud also having 5%. That's how the trend is going on. So, but everywhere market is there. It's not like only Snowflake. Whatever area you are going to spend your time, everywhere you are going to gain the knowledge. So where there is very less resources available to get the knowledge to start their work in the projects. Okay. Now, in the same way, we have like ETL or ELD tools. If you want to extract the data, if you want to extract, transform and load the data. So this ETL tools job is to extract data from different sources, and it is going to transform the data. So whatever way business need, and it is going to load data. For that, it is also having, there are different competitors to these tools. Like at least whether you are working or not, at least we should aware of this terminology, what is happening in this industry. Okay. Now again, Google Cloud having, you may get the opportunities whenever you see the job description. So candidate should have knowledge on data flow, so should have knowledge on BigQuery, and also working with Snowflake. That's how you can see the job descriptions, different areas. That's the reason I am telling purpose of each and every tool and what purpose it is going to useful. So this glue is from again AWS ETL, and now slowly we'll get terminology, understanding about what is ETL, what is the purpose of ETL, all those things we'll get to know slowly. And also Azure is also having their own ETL mechanism that is called ADF, Azure Data Factory. So these are all the big players in the cloud, and along with that there are some other companies working independently to help the cloud services and cloud migrations. So Informatica is also one of the trending ETL tool. Informatica launched their cloud version that is called Informatica Cloud, so that you can see the IICS, Informatica Integration Cloud Services. So in short form they can call like IICS. And also another trending is Matillion. So Matillion is also very nice integrations with the cloud technologies. If you keep this kind of words in your resume, you'll get enough number of calls from morning to evening. So that is what trend happening on these technologies. And also we have some BI tools like Business intelligence tools means if once you get data into the structured form, you want to visualize your data. You want to visualize your data in the form of tables, in the form of dashboards and pie charts and different ways you want to represent your data, right? How the business is happening, all those things. Those are all is nothing but business intelligence tools. So most of the people already aware of on-premise tools like Cognos, business objects from SAP, and along with that, there are some trending tools in the market like Tableau. Also, it's a old technology. It is also having a lot of demand. They keep continuing their demand. And also, most of the people are aware of Power BI and also QuickSight. So Power BI, most of the people in 2021, most of the people spend their time on Power BI. So that is also generated a lot of jobs, but it's a very high competitive market in Power BI, all these tools. So that's the reason if you have people having some interest, they can explore. They are already having good knowledge on Power BI. Whenever they spend some time on these technologies, right, Looker and also data site, QuickSight, it's easy for them to get jobs. Chances are very high to get better opportunities compared to the already existing technologies. Okay, these are all the BI tools. So each and again, Looker is from Google Cloud. Now slowly companies have started using Looker as well. So if you have get time, then if you are already having BI tool platform knowledge, just you can spend some 1 hour or 2 hours in YouTube. Just try to explore and try to relate things so that we can gain the equivalent knowledge what exactly Looker is offering, so that we can improve your knowledge parallelly. We don't need to join separate courses for all these things. If you are already having knowledge background on any of these areas, try to explore yourself, try to compare things so that you get to know better knowledge. And also we have other services like storage services. Like if you want to keep your data, how your data is going to be useful. So here we have different services like GCP, you can call it as a bucket where you can keep all the files and folders and daily transactions, whatever data it is going to generate. So that is going to happen through the we can keep some buckets, that is called, we can call the buckets in cloud terminology. So Google Cloud having their own buckets, and also AWS also we can call it as the S3. So simple storage services we can call, where we can keep all the files and all the information. And also Azure also having their own storage, that is called blob storage services, which is going to keep your data, which we can keep your files available and we can process those files. So those are all the things we can keep into the AWS these cloud buckets, that is called storage services. So that's how we have different technologies and different things is happening. Now we are already decided to learn on Snowflake. So there are different things where we can see the different competitive market. But now what extra things are there in Snowflake? So how Snowflake is going to have, what are all the different features in Snowflake, and what we are going to learn going forward on our daily sessions. Those are all the things we'll try to understand step by step. Okay. Now here let's try to continue with us. Few important points about Snowflake, and now how Snowflake going to help us. So those are all the points we'll try to understand, and going forward from tomorrow onwards we'll start getting our own cloud account in Snowflake. We'll try to set up our own environment, and then we'll start working slowly with the Snowflake. We'll try to explore all the options whatever it is available. So we'll try to understand the features, and also we'll try to integrate your Snowflake account with the cloud services. So those are all the different points which is going to, all the knowledge what we are gaining here, it is going to help us to meet the industry expectation, and also we can easily work with any kind of opportunity, and you can start exploring and you can start continuing your jobs. Okay, for that parallelly we need to spend some efforts time. So basically our course is designed for 25 hours duration. So this 25 hours duration we need to work dedicatedly along with the different technologies. Like every day we have different assignments all together. You have to complete your own assignments once the class is completed. So we'll have to learn, and also people who are already having SQL background knowledge. So this is going to be helpful. So people who don't have any knowledge on SQL, so we are going to start SQL sessions also parallelly. Mostly by next week we'll start the SQL sessions. So you can join those sessions parallelly and you can gain the knowledge parallel. So these are all the parallel tracks is going to happen. So Snowflake, SQL, and some people having interest to learn on Python. So we are encouraging to learn all the courses parallelly, so which is going to helpful to use all together part of the Snowflake. So these are all the optional technologies, like everybody should have knowledge on Python who want to build career in Snowflake. So it's not mandatory, it's all your own interest. So if you want to get the better career opportunities, if you want to build your career differently, then these things is going to helpful. That is the reason I'm helping you guys to depends on your capability on knowledge. We are going to encourage across the different areas to improve your knowledge. So but for default it's not optional. We are not going to cover anything related to Python, and also SQL we are not going to discuss much on our daily classes. We are primarily focusing on our most of the important features, how we can use, how we can implement this technology with the Snowflake, and we'll try to use some of the cloud integrations, like we'll showcase some of the use cases like Matillion we can use, and also there are some trending technologies, but we'll show you the integrations, like how we can integrate Snowflake with Python. So those are all the things we'll try to cover part of our sessions. We are not going to involve deep dive into all the cloud technologies like programming. So we have 24 hours time. So maybe if you are interested to spend your time, if you want to learn those things also, I will help you. We'll help a lot of resources available in the Google or YouTube. I will share all the resources. You practice step by step so that you can parallelly gain your knowledge. Okay.
Okay,
So
thank
for any questions, anybody want to please type in chat window. I'll quickly address all your. I will take your questions. So that I will answer all your questions.
Hi, this is Jyoti here.
Yeah, hi Jyoti.
Yeah, thing is actually like as you told, like Python, SQL, and Snowflake. Would it be enough for to get a job, or else do we also need to learn AWS or any other things to get into the market?
Yeah, good question. So it's not required to again you spend time on AWS Azure, but we are going to cover those services also part of our Snowflake integration, where we'll show you how we can start using Azure services along with the Snowflake, and also we'll try to cover all the cloud services for different features, so that knowledge is enough. We don't need to spend separate time for again AWS or Azure learning. So this much is enough to start switching your job.
Okay, yeah.
Anyway, we are going to show use cases related to cloud. So we are using cloud along with the Snowflake, so that it's easy for you to understand both together.
Okay. Yeah. Do you also provide support? When we are like in the job, do you have? I mean, initially, at least like for a couple of maybe weeks or so.
Yeah, see, that is I can say now I will do support, but I am not sure, I don't give guarantee about it, but so we'll guide you definitely. It's your initial days, what is the technologies you are using, how you need to start your journey with a new job. So what are all those are all kind of things definitely we'll do. But
And also the
complete support, I may give, may not give, but I can't give guarantee that. So this I'm giving straight.
okay, sure. How about the resume preparation? Do you, I mean, help in that resume preparation or?
Yeah, those are all the things we'll do. Resume preparation and interviews, how to prepare, and we'll help you to prepare the mock interviews also. We'll take the every week mock interviews. So let's say 1 week class is completed. So we are going to start taking the mock interviews, depends on the candidate interest. So we'll guide them how to prepare, what kind of knowledge to gain. So like that, we'll conduct 3 to 4 mock interviews by the end of the session. So at that time, you'll get to know the clarity, how you need to prepare. We'll guide you how to answer the questions. So, and also it is going to help you the preparing the certification as well. So if you are anyone interested to do their certification on Snowflake, so this course is well, it's going to helpful for them. So we designed all the practice papers and also frequently multiple choice questions. So those are all the questions. If you keep practicing at the end of the each and every session, so you can gain the knowledge, and we are going to help the certification preparation and also mock interviews, and also we'll share all the interview related questions. Everything will help you. Parallel, you get your job. Those are all the things we'll do parallel.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Okay. So any other questions?
Sir, Brunda here.
Yeah,
Sir,
it's Brunda.
hello. Sir, I don't have access to take the contact details.
Yeah.
I don't have access.
Yeah. So yeah. So yeah, I will check with that, Brunda. Okay. Thank you. So yeah, before going to the next step, so we'll try to understand quickly. If you have any simple questions, feel free to ask me. This is the place where we are learning together. Don't think like if you ask that question, it may feel bad. Just start your journey 2022 with start asking basic question and fulfill your 2022 with a great career. Okay. So don't hesitate to learn. So even if you don't know the spelling of SQL, that is we need to learn the spelling also. There only we are going to start our journey. So feel free to learn things and enjoy your learning. Don't hesitate. Don't think like you are learning something cloud or this is having a lot of things. Really, I have capable or not to learn all these things, right? So these are all the mindset we are having. Like if the people who are all having right intention, dedication, and commitment to do things right, definitely they are having the better career opportunities. If you follow all these things seriously, if you put your efforts right, automatically after 1 month or 2 months you can see what about yourself, how much change happened in your life, how best opportunities you got. So don't fear about learning things. This is the great opportunity for everyone. Not only this, so understanding things and learning new technologies in the cloud, you can spend your time. I don't ask anyone to spend your time with Snowflake. I don't force anyone to take this course, but you focus on any of the cloud technologies, anything which is having, you can do with the dedication and commitment, you can see the results. So that is what I am telling. Anywhere you can put your efforts. So try to understand and put your efforts. Definitely you'll get the better career opportunities. There are a lot of opportunities or a lot of jobs are coming up across all the levels, like freshers to experience 1 year, 2 year, 10 years. Everywhere resource crunch is there. Okay. Now, so we're going to understand the architecture of Snowflake.
Hi. Hello.
Quickly, I will try to cover few points so that we'll get some idea. Yeah.
Yeah, this is Rosit. I just want to know one thing. So, data warehouse, this Snowflake, the entire process of the project execution, it just replaces the data warehouse like, analytics data warehouse or OLTP data warehouse, where it fits actually.
Yeah, it's going to replace analytics data warehouse. Like we have big data, Teradata. There are different platforms are there, right? So it is going
Yeah.
to replace entire the data warehousing OLAP. We can call it as an online analytical processing. So that layer
Right.
is going to replace with the Snowflake.
Okay. It has, I mean, as a process, it contains normally ETL, analytic data warehouse, and reporting. So, but it just
Exactly
replaces.
same. That flow
It,
is same. That as it is flow is same. Data is coming from OLTP and landing into the stage and warehouse, and it is going to the reporting layer. So this warehouse, why they are going to replace? Because of there are a lot of data is coming up into the system. It's very difficult to analyze the data, very difficult to get the results from the existing system. And also it's a kind of lot of operational issues and also maintenance and also very less scalability. These are all the different challenges with the existing on-prem databases. So for that purpose, Snowflake coming with the high computational power and it's having high scalability. So those are all the things like pay as you go model. You just pay what you are using. You don't need to pay unnecessary for anything. So this is the cloud buzzword, pay as you go model. So pay only what you are using. So how much time you are executing the queries out of 24 hours, you pay only for it. Remaining thing will take care. So that's how it is going to work. So that is the reason it is companies also saving a lot of cost and they are gaining a lot of benefit and also they are doing effective reporting with this kind of new technologies. There is no operational issues, like there is no maintenance at all the data it is completely, this infrastructure is going to controlled by the cloud services. There is no separate resources required to maintain your infrastructure. And also it is having let's say today you are getting data for 1 TB, tomorrow you are going to get data 100 TB. We don't know how much data is going to generate in the business. So that kind of scalability it is having, suddenly it is going to increase your storage and decrease. So n number of data, how much data it is going to, it's have the capability to store your data. So how much data you are storing, you are going to pay for it. That means it's a pay as you go model. And another important thing here is it's a kind of decoupling nature architecture. So decoupling nature architecture means, so it's a, you are going to use it for storage, pay for it. You are going to use it for execution of your queries, only pay for it. Means there are two kind of charges applicable whenever you are trying to execute something on your any database. So if you want to store 100 GB data, just pay for it, for that 100 GB storage.
okay.
If you are
Okay.
running
That's
the queries on top
yeah.
of the 100 GB, that is computational charges. So storage and computation both are sitting in the two different layers in the Snowflake architecture. If you see the slide number 4, so basically Snowflake having 3-layer architecture, like see this is cloud service layer and query processing layer and storage layer. Generally if you see the most of the database architectures, like these two are storage layer and computation layer, both are tightly coupled. So those both layers are working together. Now Snowflake came up with a new architecture. They kept both separately. If you want to use storage, just use it separately, pay for it. If you want to execute your queries but you want to use storage for something, some other cloud platform, just use it. I'm also ready for it, but pay for it. How much time you are running the queries, just only pay for it. It's all completely customized architecture which is going to get benefit lot of users. So that lot of users got lot of benefit, they are attracting for this architecture. That's the reason a lot of trend is going on to get the lot of opportunities in this area. Okay, this is a simple decoupling nature architecture, like so we have cloud services layer and also query processing layer and also data storage layer. This query processing layer is nothing but the virtual warehouses. This is very important topic in the Snowflake, that is going to help us to improve the query performance and also providing resources to all the users. So parallel execution, those are all the multiple things are involved in the query processing layer. So all these points we are going to understand in detail step by step into our coming session, so that it is going to helpful for your knowledge. All these sessions we are going to implement practically. So like we are going to understand the different features, like we have some integrations with Matillion with the Snowflake. I will show you one of the ETL integration, and also I will show you one of the BI tool integration, like how we can integrate your Snowflake with the Power BI. And so we can learn all those things. So we are not spending much time on, at least we'll get some idea. If someone asks you, we have knowledge on this particular area, the answer we are telling like, no, I don't have idea. That will give very bad impression compared to, yes, I have knowledge on it. That kind of answer we are trying to gain everywhere. At least we should get some minimum to minimum knowledge about it, what it is all about, what is the purpose of using that. At least that much knowledge, it will give the very good impression instead of saying no. That is what I'm trying to help everyone here, so that we can, at least whenever you get time, you can explore how we can do, how we can start exploring this. So whenever you are talking with someone, so we'll get very nice impression compared to, so instead of saying no. Okay, now, so this is another next level of architecture, how they can see there are different interfaces, like Snowflake having the ODBC, JDBC web interfaces. So it is going to interact, and which is going to help the customers to get the effective dashboards. All those things it is going to helpful. So quickly I will show you how the Snowflake UI looks like, so that you can able to understand. It's going to helpful. See, we already learned all these points, why we need to go for Snowflake. It's having the new technology. Its architecture is a decoupling nature architecture, and it is having the very unique data types. It is supporting like JSON data types like variant, array, and also it is having different file formats it is going to support. So all those things is going to helpful, and it's going to use. Just give me 1 minute.
Better plug in your computer.
Yeah, it's having, so Snowflake supporting JSON, XML, Avro, Pocket. There are different file formats. So which is having the dedicated data types in Snowflake. It's easy for us to parse the convert semi-structured data to structured data, and we have direct options like lateral pattern. All those options are available. So we'll try to learn all those things in the regular sessions.
Sir, this is Nandita here.
Yes, Nandita.
Sir, will we be learning in detail about the Snowflake architecture, or we're just going to go on just with the image?
Yes, that's what our plan. Now today I am giving the high level understanding about all the points. So going forward, we are going to understand each and every point in architecture, how it is going to helpful. So how, from where, what is the different options available. Those are all the things we are going to understand going forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just I'm covering the in a high level outline about what exactly happening here. Okay. So these are all the different data types it is going to support, and how we are going to use. We are having very nice exercises handling the JSON data, that is mostly semi-structured data. We'll try to automate that data from S3, AWS S3 to Snowflake, and we'll try to convert and give it to the BI dashboards. Those use cases will do. And scalability, as we know, it's having a very high scalability, like anytime we can resize the warehouses. So let's say you are having some 1000 TB data you want to process so and so day, that big billion days sale. At that time, we don't know how much data it is coming into your warehouse. So suddenly sometimes if you are getting a huge amount of data, your system may not support. At that time, so Snowflake dynamically it is having the it's having the nature like to switch the warehouse size is high and it's process the data again it is coming to the normal status. So that is how it's instantly it is going to resize and it's going to shut down once the data loads completed. Those kind of scalability also we are having. So concurrency means at the same time thousands of users hitting parallelly to the Snowflake, it needs some resources available to execute, right? So this is called concurrency of execution. So that is also Snowflake providing, and also it's having 24/7 support services available, and it's having nice ecosystem to do the live connections with the Tableau, Power BI, all the integrations. It's designed very well. So if you see I will show you in next class how to start your Snowflake account and all those things.
Yeah.
So this
I
is
have
my sorry.
I have two questions. So you just mentioned that Snowflake will interact with AWS S3 bucket, right, to get the data or files.
Yeah.
So normally, so from OLAP to the S3 buckets, will we'll load the data using some of the ETL tools, right? Is my understanding
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
Okay. And regarding the certification, how much it costs for Snowflake certification?
$200 cost. I think it will cost around 16K.
Oh, $200.
Indian currency. Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, as per my understanding, the flow was from OLATP to ETL tool will load the data into cloud data storage. From there, we will access to Snowflake. From Snowflake to reporting. This is the flow. My understanding correct?
Exactly correct. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
So yeah, we have see if you see the Snowflake within this is the web UI. Once you get your account.
Sorry to interrupt. I'm Ashok. Is there any advantage if I do the certification, or it's the same case whether I have certificate or without certification?
No. If you have certification, definitely. If we have 1,000 jobs, 100 people having knowledge on Snowflake, 10 people certified. All these 10 people's 200% chance to get the job. Just if you have the certification, they can easily take. That is our advantage.
Bottom line is certification will boost up and it enhances your chances.
Exactly. So in the competition, obviously, even our companies also wanted to showcase to clients. They can see that we have certified employees. Obviously, that will give a lot of impression to them as well, right? So that's the reason it's having demand as well.
Okay, thank you. That makes sense.
So we have different characters like Snowflake having their own command line interface that we are going to learn. That is called SnowSQL, how to start this command line interface. So, and also we have JDBC drivers and ODBC drivers, which is going to interact with your Java programmings and different areas. And also Python components, if you want to interact your Snowflake with the Python. So we can use the Python connectors as well. I will show you how to interact with the Python. This is optional, whether you are going to practice or not, where I'm going to cover CLI client, Python components. And here we have Node.js drivers, Spark connector. These are all the advanced technologies. Like some people are working on big data and Hadoop technologies. It's easy for them to connect their data with the Snowflake. And also Go Snowflake drivers. So this is basically again having demand Snow CD. This is basically DevOps continuous integration purpose they are going to use. These are all the options available, but I will show you how to use Python and CLI client and all those things here. And also if you see the partner connect, if you see the lot of trending tool technologies available here. Most of the people don't know what it is all about, but there are a lot of tools and technologies are available. It's all depends on your own interest. I'm going to cover. So I will help you how to integrate Matillion with the Snowflake. And also here we have Informatica Cloud Services. We can directly launch your services from the Snowflake account as well. We'll get the trial account 15 days. We just plug in and play with this account and just check the cap connections on how it is going to work. Those are all the things we'll try to do on our own. So I will help you how to start all those things part of your sessions. It's again optional for you. It depends on your own interest. You can able to gain this knowledge, or else if you feel it is too hectic, it's you are overloaded with too many things, it's optional for you. I'm not going to stress anyone. And another important here is Snowflake supporting. It's a simple SQL language. Like most of the people already know how to create the tables. Like in the same way, Snowflake also going to support create table test. So this is the test is a table name, ideas int. This is the table name you are going to create. This is the simple syntax. You might aware of simple SQL syntax for creating the table, having ID and also name as varchar. So this is the table name. Test table successfully got created. So, and if you want to insert data into the table, insert into test values of 100. This is the syntax, simple syntax for inserting data into the table. We have two columns, but we inserted only one. So don't worry if you don't have knowledge, we'll help you to understand this one as well. This is how simply we are inserting the data. Now, after that, if you want to select the data, select star from test. This is how the data we are inserting. These are all the simple SQL commands. We are using almost same SQL commands. It is going to support traditional databases. Along with that, we are just having additional options we are going to learn step by step in the coming sessions. So we are going to start with simple and slowly we'll try to understand step by step. Will increase your knowledge. So this is how we are going to start our journey. And also here we have every day we are going to record your sessions. Like these are all the running sessions. So this is how the different batches going on. So we are almost completed 30+ batches. So from last year 2020 August, we are continuously doing our classes. So here like this, we are going to keep our materials like Python related material. Let's say if you take this, so this is a Python, and also any documents, whatever you need for learn, everything we are going to place here for practice purpose. And SQL related, if you want to learn SQL, all the SQL related material we place. And test data, what we are going to practice, that is also we kept here. Like that, we are going to get the access once you subscribe for this course. And also recordings, daily recordings we are going to place here, like how the sessions, what are all the sessions going to happen. And these recordings we can access for lifetime, so you can use daily and you can able to listen and practice on your own. So this is how you can place all the recordings step by step so that we can understand on the daily basis. This is about recordings and everything, all the information going to place here. And also here you can see if you want to access the further information, like any other information, how we are going for, let's say if you want to prepare for certification and all those things. So we have some separate dedicated portal here, cloudhill.in. So this is our portal where you can see all the information about practice papers. We are dedicatedly working for Snowflake, and we are helping a lot of resources to help them to gain their knowledge in cloud platforms. So here if you see there are a list of practice papers is available. If you want to prepare for certification, this is readily available. You can start and practice on your own. And going forward, we keep all the interview questions and discussion forums, everything here. So that is going to enable for us so that we can get all the information at the one place. So if you can go through this website and you can register yourself if you are interested to continue. So we'll get some information access here. So if you have any questions, and get in touch with us so that we can able to help. So that's all about today. So from tomorrow onwards, what we are going to do, we are going to start the trial account, and from there we'll slowly start understanding step by step different features. Everybody should get this kind of account by tomorrow session. So what is this option, how to use all these options? So step by step we will explore and start continuing our journey with the Snowflake. Okay.
Yeah, so
And another important
Nandita
point,
here.
sorry.
Yeah, so just one question. So you said you have practice sessions and practice sets in cloudhill.in, right? So will we be having access to it, or is it separate? It is not part of this course?
Yeah, that is available for everyone now. So, but there is some limited access. People who are all subscribing course, right? We are going to provide further information. Now, that information is available for everyone. So there is some additional information, result-oriented information. It is available. It depends on the classes daily basis. We are going to help them further information there.
Okay.
Okay. So that is how. Yeah, that some information, if you want to practice, you can go and practice there directly. So that is available for now also. So for registered members, we'll get some further some more access. Okay. Yeah. So, and another thing, last point quickly, I'm going to show you the syllabus, what we are going to cover.
Where can we find all of these materials? Did you send out an email to everyone with those locations?
Sorry, can you come again?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yes, Bobby, please tell me.
Yes. Where can we find all those materials? Have you sent out a link or anything to anyone?
You are talking about syllabus or any other information?
Yeah, just the overview, all that stuff we were just looking at on Google Drive and so on.
Yeah, that is available in the cloudhill.in. You can find the syllabus and all those things. You just access through this website. You'll find that information.
Okay.
So this is the website where you can find all the information. So here we can see the courses information. So here all the information what we are going to cover and how. This is all the information we are going to get it, like so this is the percentage of area about certification, how much each and every topic is going to cover. So detailed syllabus about what are all the key components we are going to cover, and how all these options, what are all the different options on how we are going to cover. All these points mentioned here in the portal. Directly you can access here.
Suresh, he's asking like whatever every day you are doing the recording, right? So that recordings, how can you send to the people, like through mail? You are giving the access to them, or what?
Yeah, that recordings basically you can get it through the. So once here we are going to add all the students information. See, once you are going to, I'm going to provide access like this, so that directly you can access these recordings, all this information. I'm going to create new folder here, so with the current batch, so that I'm going to add all the email IDs who are all registered, who are all interested to continue, and they can get the access directly. That's how it is going to happen.
Okay, so that hasn't been done yet.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So, Suresh, who are enrolled for this course, they can have complete access to CloudHill, right? Or
yes, correct. Correct. Yeah.
okay.
So here, yeah, so there is some other information, like quickly I want to show you the topics what we are going to cover. We covered almost everything, but quickly for final review, I'm just adding these points. So we are going to understand how the Snowflake, how it is going to different, how to access the cloud accounts, how to create the databases schemas, and working with the different understanding the different cloud services like AWS, and Snowflake architecture and Azure GCP different cloud services, how we can compare with the Snowflake. And we are going to integrate your data with the any of the cloud service into Snowflake. Let's say CSV data or JSON data, different file format data we are going to process, and we are going to load the data into the Snowflake, and how we can load and how we can unload data from Snowflake back to cloud services for backup. Those are all the things we'll try to understand. And we have Snowpipe is basically it's a continuous data integration platform. As long as data arrived into the bucket, Snowpipe is going to pick the file and process data into Snowflake. So how we can configure Snowpipe with any of the cloud service, that is again we are going to connect. So partner connects with Snowflake, like we have Python integration, how to get the Python integration, and also BI connectors use cases, like we have Matillion and Power BI, how to integrate these connectors also I will show you through the partner connect. So handling the JSON and semi-structured data, mostly it is a very important, and most of the time data getting generated as a semi-structured data. So we have dedicated data type for it, variant data type, how we are going to handle the variant and JSON data loadings, and how to convert this JSON data to structural format. All those things we'll try to understand through the JSON data handling. And automating your data. So if you want to execute your jobs daily basis, so and so time, so how to automate your jobs through Snowflake? Like we have existing features like task, how task going to help, and how to handle the incremental data loads using streams, and how to schedule these jobs, and how to create the procedures for this task. So how to automate these jobs and daily incremental data loads, like slowly changing dimensions, how to implement those things also we'll try to understand. There is some other unique features like data sharing. So if you want to share instant data to the customers, how to share the data, those are all the options also we can understand. And cloning, we can clone the data. This is also very important feature. Like time travel, if you want to travel back and get the older version of data, how to access, what is time travel and what is fail safe. So what is the importance of clustering keys in Snowflake? So all the topics is going to cover based on the Snowpro course certification. So we can parallelly, you can prepare for certification, and parallel you can gain knowledge for interviews, and everything we are going to help to get better knowledge next couple of days. Our classes is going to continue by Monday to Friday, 5 days in a week, every day 1 hour. So 25-hour sessions and 2 sessions, additional sessions for preparation, certification preparation session. We'll quickly revise finally all the topics with the help of practice papers. Mostly we can take the practice papers from Udemy, or we have our own practice papers, so that we can quickly revise, brush up your all the knowledge, whatever you gain from first day. Then we can close our sessions. That's how we are going to continue from tomorrow. So any questions?
I thought it was Sunday through Thursday.
Yes, Monday to Friday IST time.
Oh, okay. Is it Sunday through Thursday Eastern time, US?
Yes, exactly. It's Eastern,
Okay.
Monday,
Gotcha.
Sunday, Thursday.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks everyone. So that's
How
all
is
about today's session.